Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshuramritam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON Bulla official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss 7th canto, 1st chapter. So, in this 7th canto, it begins with the questions of Parikshit Maharaj. As you have heard in 6th canto, how the Lord behaved differently for the devotees and for the non-devotees. So, Parikshit Maharaj will ask this question in first text 1, that Samah priyah suhrud Brahman bhutanang bhagavan swayam indrasyarte kathang daityan avadhit vishamajatha. The king Parikshit inquired, my dear Brahmana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu, being everyone's well-wisher, is equal and extremely dear to everyone. Samah priyah suhrud. These three words you use here. How then did he become partial like a common man for the sake of Indra and thus kill Indra's enemies? How can a person equal to everyone be partial to some and inimical toward others? These three questions are there. Samah, priyah, suhrud. How he acted differently. The purport Srila Prabhupada Maharaj quoted from Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that Samasya Kathang Vaishamyam, he is Samya, is equal, but it appears that he is unequal, Vaishamya. Since the Lord is equally disposed toward everyone, how can he be partial? Then second point is Priyasya Katham Asuresu Pritya Bhav. Is the Lord being super soul is extremely dear to everyone. Why then should the Lord display his unsympathetic behavior toward the Asuras? The second point. Third point is how is this impartiality? Then third point is Suhrudasya Katham Tesu Asauhdam. That means since the Lord says that he is Suhrudam Sarvabhutanam, the well-wisher of all living entities, how could he act with partiality by killing demons? So these points should be answered by Sukadeva Goswami from 4 to 12, 9 verses. So in his statements, it totally refutes the arguments of people in general who accuses the Supreme Lord of partiality. Sukadeva Goswami proves that because the body of the conditioned soul is infected by the three core qualities of nature, dualities arise such as enmity and friendship, attachment and detachment. For the Supreme Personality of Godhead, however, there are no such dualities. Even eternal time cannot control the activities of the Lord. External time is created by the Lord and it acts under his control. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, therefore, is always transcendental to the influence of the modes of nature, Maya, the Lord's external energy, which acts in creation and annihilation. Thus all the demons killed by the Supreme Lord attain salvation immediately, you see. So verse 13 to 33, the 21 verses describe Sukadeva Goswami, gives examples. Sukadeva Goswami, while answering the questions, he quoted an incident which happened in Rajasya Yajna of Yudhishthira Maharaj, that we have already described it in 3 chapters in Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, 74, 75, 76. In that Rajasya Yajna, the Lord killed Shishupala, and a spark came from the body of Shishupala and entered into the body of the Lord. So Yudhishthira Maharaj was surprised. That is described here. That there was a very famous atheist who was not praying the Lord or taking shelter of the Lord. By his behavior, he went to move hell. But this person who also is envious of the Lord, but got the Sajuja Mukti or liberation, how is it possible? So, Yudhishthira Maharaj asked this question. So, Narad Muni will answer this question from 13 to 33, these 21 verses. In verse 26, Narad Muni says, Tasmad Vairanubhavi Bandhena Nirvairena Bhaina Va Snehad Kamena Va Junjat Katanjin Nekshate Pritak. By enmity or by devotional service, by fear, by affection or by lust desire, by all the or any of them, if a conditioned soul somehow or other concentrates his mind upon the Lord, the result is the same. But the Lord, because of his blissful position, is never affected by enmity or friendship. And the purport of Prabhupada Maharaj says, from this verse one should not conclude that because Krishna is unaffected by favorable prayers or unfavorable blasphemy, one should therefore blaspheme the Supreme Lord. This is not the regulatory principle. This is important. This is not the regulatory principle. Stated in verse 27, that by devotional service one cannot achieve such intense absorption in thought of the Supreme Personality of Godhead as one can thoroughly through enmity toward him. That is my opinion. इति में निश्चिंत मतम तथा वैरानुबंधेन मर्त्य तन्मयतमयात् न तथा भक्ति योगन इति में निश्चित मति. So further Narad Muni says, by devotional service one cannot achieve such an intense absorption. Therefore, Gopya Kama Dvayat Kanso Dvesa Chaidya Deva Nupah Sambandhat Vishnaya Snehat Juyang Bhaktya Vayam Vivu. My dear King Yudhishthira, gopis by their lusty desires, Kansa by his fear, Shishupala and other kings by envy, the Jadus by their familiar relationship with Krishna, you Pandavas by your great affection for Krishna, and me, or we, the great general devotees, by our devotional service, have obtained the mercy of Krishna. The purport of Brahman says, different persons achieve different types of mukti, Sajujya, Salukya, Sarupya, Samipya and Sashti, according to their own intense desires, which is called bhava. So, in this way, Vena was not in any way related to Krishna. Katamapi na venasyat panchanam purusham prati tasmad kinapi upayana mana Krishna nivesyat. Somehow or other, one must consider the form of Krishna very seriously. Then by one of the 5 different processes mentioned above, one can return home back to Godhead. Atheists like King Vena, however, being unable to think of Krishna's form in any of these 5 ways, cannot attain salvation. Therefore, one must somehow think of Krishna, whether in a friendly way or enemically. Sorry. The purpose of Prabhupada Maharaj said, the regulative principle is that one must always think of Krishna, whether as a friend or enemy. Satatankar smartangam Vishnu, ismatavana jaduchit. Always one should remember or chant the glories of the Lord. So, in 34 to 35, Yudhishthira further inquired, and on the answer, Narad Muni stated the point. Jaya and Vijaya, they were the doorkeepers of Vaikuntha Loka, 7th gate. Because of their offences at the feet of devotees, 2 attendants of the Lord in Vaikuntha named Jaya and Vijaya became Hiranyakasipa and Hiranyakya in Satya Yuga, Ravana and Kumbhakarna in the next Yuga, that is Treta Yuga, and Shishupala and Dantavakra at the end of Dwapar Yuga. Because of their fruitive acts, Jaya and Vijaya agreed to become the Lord's enemies, and when killed by that mentality, they attained salvation in oneness. And also, it is stated that the same 2 persons came as Jagai and Madhai and participated in the Mahaprabhu's Lila, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Lila. So even if one thinks the Supreme Personality of Godhead in envy, he attains salvation. But then it should be said of devotees who always engages in the Lord's service with love of them, love and faith. In this way, Maharaj Yudhishthira inquired. that, O my Lord Narad Muni, why was there such enmity between Hiranyakashipu and his beloved son, Prahlad Maharaj, such an elevated person, but Hiranyakashipu wanted to kill him? Couldn't understand it. How did Prahlad Maharaj become such a great devotee of Lord Krishna? Can you explain this to me? So the answer will be given in the next chapter, second chapter. And thank you very much for listening to this lecture. And please don't forget to subscribe, share and like our channel and get the blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna.